Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join the Demon Slayer squad. We're diving deep into this epic series that just keeps hitting us right in the feels. Today, we're talking episode 9 of Kimetsu no Yaiba, the one called Temari Demon and Arrow Demon. Oh man, if you've been riding this emotional roller coaster with Tanjiro and Nezuko since episode 1, this is where things crank up to a whole new level of intense. I mean, we're still in that Asakusa arc, right? The city's buzzing with that eerie night vibe, lanterns flickering like they're whispering secrets, and Tanjiro's nose is leading him straight into the heart of the danger. But before we jump in, I gotta say, pause if you haven't watched it yet, because I'm about to walk you through every pulse-pounding moment, every heart-wrenching glance, without giving away how it all wraps up. Trust me, you want to experience the twists fresh. All right, let's get into it. So, picture this. Tanjiro and Nezuko are still reeling from that insane encounter in the streets. You know, the one where Tanjiro caught a whiff of something off. That scent of a demon who's not like the others, mixed with this weird, almost human desperation. They're hustling through the crowded alleys, the air thick with the smell of street food and rain-slicked cobblestones, when suddenly, out of nowhere, these two figures swoop in like ghosts in the fog. One's this elegant woman with eyes that seem to pierce right through you, dressed in a flowing kimono that catches the moonlight just so, and her companion, a guy with a face hidden under a mask, all sharp angles and quiet intensity. They grab Tanjiro and Nezuko, and in a blur, bam, they're whisked away from the chaos. Tanjiro's sword hand twitches, ready to fight, because who the heck are these people? Or things? His senses are screaming demon, but there's no malice in the air, no that rotten, blood-hungry stink he's used to. It's confusing, right? That split-second doubt in his eyes, the way he hesitates. Ufotable nails it, making your chest tighten because you feel his protectiveness for Nezuko radiating off the screen. They end up at this hidden house, tucked away like a secret in the city's underbelly. The place is shrouded in some kind of illusion, invisible to the naked eye, like it's wrapped in a veil of mist that only Tanjiro's heightened smell can pierce. Inside, it's cozy in a haunted sort of way. Tatami mats worn from years of quiet footsteps, lanterns casting soft shadows that dance like memories. The woman introduces herself as Tamayo, her voice smooth and measured, like she's carrying the weight of centuries in every syllable. And her partner, Yushiro, he's all gruff edges, glaring at Tanjiro like he just tracked mud into his sanctuary. Nezuko's tucked away safe, her little form shrinking back into that childlike innocence that always guts me, peeking out with those big, trusting eyes. Tanjiro's on edge, naturally. Here he is in a demon's lair, but Tamayo, she's different. She talks to him, really talks, her words laced with this quiet sorrow that makes you lean in. She explains how she's defied the big bad you-know-who, carving out her own existence away from the slaughter. And Yushiro, he's fiercely loyal, snapping back with that tsundere vibe, his cheeks flushing under the mask as he fusses over her. It's these little moments, the way Tamayo's gaze softens when she looks at Nezuko, like she sees a flicker of her own lost humanity, that hit you emotionally. You start to wonder, man, what if there's more to demons than mindless monsters? What if redemption's possible? Tanjiro's face lights up with this fragile hope, his scar standing out stark against his skin, and you can almost hear his heart cracking open. But hold up, because peace in Demon Slayer, that's just the calm before the storm. These two demons, Tamayo and Yushiro, they've been tracking Tanjiro because of his scent, that unique mix that's got the upper ranks buzzing. And speaking of, that's when the real nightmare crashes in. Out in the shadows, lurking like predators who finally cornered their prey, are these two new demons. The first one is the Temari Demon, this wild, giggling maniac with hair like tangled vines and eyes burning with pharaoh glee. She's got this traditional outfit twisted into something nightmarish, and from her sleeves, she unleashes these cursed Temari balls, those colorful stitched toys from old Japan, but weaponized into spinning orbs of destruction. They whip through the air with this high-pitched whine, black tendrils trailing like smoke from hell, homing in on anything that moves. She laughs as they smash into the house, shattering the illusion spell like glass under a hammer. Wood splinters, walls crumble, and the whole sanctuary shudders, exposing it to the night. Tanjiro is yelling for everyone to get down, scooping up the injured woman from earlier, that poor soul they saved in the streets, and shoving her toward safety. Nezuko's at his side in a flash, her claws out, that fierce big brother-little sister bond pulling her into the fray without a word. Then there's the Arrow Demon, her partner in this twisted hunt. He's all ethereal menace, his body this grotesque, elongated form with eyes on his hands. Yeah, you heard that right. Eyes that glow like cursed lanterns, palms stretched wide to summon his blood demon art. Invisible arrows, folks. Arrows you can't see until they yank you off your feet, twisting your body like a puppet on strings. He floats there, serene and smug, his voice a silky drawl that chills you to the bone, directing those forces with a flick of his fingers. They're after Tanjiro specifically, the earring-wearing slayer who's got their master's attention. The Temari Demon cackles it out, her balls ricocheting off walls, embedding black threads that pulse with dark energy, ready to ensnare and shred. The house is in ruins now, dust choking the air, and Tanjiro draws his Nichiren blade, the water-blue steel glinting under the lanterns. His breathing is ragged, but there's that fire in his eyes, the one that says he'll protect his family no matter what. He sends Nezuko to guard the basement, where Yushiro is patching himself up. Poor guy, his head got bashed in earlier, regenerating slow and gruesome, muttering curses about meddling slayers. But Tamayo's calm, though, guiding them with that spell of hers, eye-blind, wrapping the world in pink-tinged fog to hide their movements. It's genius the way she weaves it, but you feel the strain in her voice, the exhaustion of a demon fighting her own nature. The fight explodes from there, and oh boy, it's a symphony of chaos that had me gripping my controller white-knuckled. Tanjiro charges out, dodging those Temari balls as they curve mid-air, slamming into the ground with craters that spray dirt like shrapnel. One grazes his cheek, drawing blood, and he winces, that raw human pain reminding you he's just a kid with a sword and a dream. The Arrow Demon's worse. Those unseen forces lift him like he's nothing, flinging him into trees with bone-crunching thuds. Bark splinters, leaves rain down, and Tanjiro's tumbling, using his water breathing to twist mid-fall, the eighth form waterfall basin kicking in to cushion his drop into a nearby stream. Water surges around him, rippling like liquid silk, buying him seconds to breathe. But the arrows keep coming, multiple at once, yanking him left, right, up into the sky. He soars, helpless, the buildings blurring below, wind howling in his ears before the force cuts out and gravity takes over. Heart in your throat, right? He's plummeting, the ground rushing up, but he flips, blade slicing air, channeling that form again to arc through the waterfall of his own momentum, landing in a crouch that cracks the earth. Bruised, battered, but unbroken. Nezuko's out there too, a pink-eyed blur, leaping from rooftop to rooftop, her scent trail leading her straight to the Arrow Demon's perch. She's dodging vines of black Temari treads that sprout like webs, closing in with that adorable yet ferocious determination. Tanjiro's mind's racing. He catches glimpses of the opening thread, that thin line to the demon's necks, but it's weaving, impossible to pin. The Temari demon sprouts extra arms, 4 now, hurling balls faster, her laughter echoing like shattering porcelain. One clips Tanjiro's shoulder, the black treads burrowing in, pulling taut and drawing blood in fine lines. He grits his teeth, sweat mixing with the rain starting to fall, and counters with his blade, water surface slash rippling out in a defensive wave. But touching the arrows, big mistake. They hijack his swing, slamming him into a wall, ribs protesting with every impact. You see the pain etched deeper into his face, that quiet resolve flickering, and it tugs at you, doesn't it? Makes you whisper, "Come on, Tanjiro, you've got this!" Yushiro is in the mix now, too, his own blood art blooming, ghostly figures materializing from the mist, ethereal hands reaching to shield and strike. He's yelling at Tanjiro, half threat, half teammate, his loyalty to Tamayo fueling every move. Tamayo's downstairs tending wounds, her hands steady but her eyes haunted, whispering encouragements that carry through the walls like a lifeline. As the battle spills into the streets, the city's alive with unintended witnesses, vendors scattering, lanterns swinging wild. Nezuko closes in on the Arrow Demon, her small frame exploding with power, claws raking air just shy of his form. He senses her, those hand-eyes widening, arrows veering to intercept, but she's relentless, a shadow in the downpour. Tanjiro's weaving through the onslaught, his breath sinking to the water-breathing rhythm. First form, second, building to something desperate. The Temari balls multiply, threading the night sky like a deadly game of cat's cradle. And every near miss amps the tension, your pulse sinking to the score's frantic drums. There's this moment where Tanjiro locks eyes with the Temari Demon across the rubble, her grin manic, and you feel the weight of her curse, that blind obedience twisted into joy. It's not just action, it's emotional warfare, peeling back layers of what makes these fights so gut-wrenching. If Episode 8 had you hopeful, this one is the payoff that breaks and rebuilds you. What you think? Did Nezuko's hero moment get you teary? Drop your thoughts below. I read every comment. If you're loving this arc, smash like, share with your squad, and I'll catch you next time for more Kimetsu deep dives. Stay slayin', friends. Peace.